Good morning, children. Now we have gone to the next, that is called types of blood circulation. The blood circulates in our body as oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. There are three types of blood circulation can be seen in our body. What are these three? First one is called systemic circulation. Second one is called pulmonary circulation. Third one is called coronary circulation. So what do you mean by systemic circulation? Systemic circulation, one word should keep in your memory, that systematically throughout our body the blood will be circulated from the heart. That means heart will be sending the blood and it will be reaching to the different parts of our body systematically. That's why it is called systemic. And what type of blood will be distributed to the different parts of our body? Now, oxygenated blood. That is important. If you know the meaning, only you can write that one. So circulation of oxygenated blood from which part of the heart? Left ventricle, left side of the heart always carrying the oxygenated blood, and the right side of the heart always carrying the deoxygenated blood. So circulation of oxygenated blood from the left ventricle of the heart to the various organs of our body, and return the deoxygenated blood to the right auricle or right atrium of the heart, right atrium of the heart. So this is the route of systemic circulation. What is the route? No, left ventricle of the heart to the various organs to the body, and return the deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. That is the route of systemic circulation. Now if I say what is the route or path of pulmonary circulation? Now from the right ventricle to the lungs, and from the lungs again to the left ventricle. That is the route of pulmonary circulation, and pulmonary related to lungs. In between lungs will be there. So heart to lungs, again lungs to heart. Now which chamber? That is the important thing. Now who is carrying systemic circulation? Who is carrying the oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body? Aorta. Aorta carries the oxygenated blood to the different parts of our body. Now come to the pulmonary circulation. The path of the pulmonary circulation starts, I told, the right ventricle. Start from right ventricle. From the right ventricle, I told, the pulmonary artery is arising, which is taking the deoxygenated blood to the lungs for purification, for oxygenation. So pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle, reaches to the lungs with deoxygenated blood, and from the lungs, pulmonary veins collect the oxygenated blood from the lungs and supplies to the left atrium of the heart. This is the path. So right ventricle to the lungs, and lungs to the left atrium or auricle. That is the path or route of pulmonary circulation. Now third is called the coronary circulation. The supply of blood from the heart, chambers of the heart, to the wall of the heart muscles, cardiac muscles, is called the coronary circulation. Now coronary circulation also, coronary cardiac muscles receive the oxygenated blood by coronary arteries that originate from the aortic arch, and deoxygenated blood from the cardiac muscles drains into the right atrium by the coronary sinuses. Deoxygenated blood from the coronary muscles, it will come to the right atrium. Drains means pouring the deoxygenated blood to the right atrium with the help of the coronary sinuses. And coronary artery, it is carrying the oxygenated blood to the wall of the heart, that means cardiac muscles. Now next, these are the three types of circulation. When the blood circulates twice through the heart in one complete cycle, it is called double circulation. In case of human being, we are having the double circulation, those who are having four-chambered heart. In double circulation, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood never mix with each other, human being heart. Those who are having four-chambered heart. Now second type, it is called the single circulation. In some animals, the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mixed and pass through the heart only once. This type of circulation is called the single circulation. Fishes two chambers are there. Amphibia, three chambers, and certain reptiles. Three-chambered heart, two chambers, three chambers heart always will be showing the single circulation. Only one time circulation of blood will be taking place. So, example, here you have to write example, human being. Double circulation, human being. And you can write birds also, because birds are also having four-chambered heart. Now next part we are going to discuss about the heartbeat. What do you mean by heartbeat? Now one complete contraction, complete means both the ventricles and auricles will be contracted, and relaxation. That's why atrium and ventricles. One complete contraction and relaxation. Contraction is called the systole and relaxation is called the diastole of the atrium and the ventricles of the heart constitute the heartbeat. So one heartbeat means nothing but the one complete contraction relaxation of both the chambers, atria and the ventricles constitute the heartbeat. What is the normal heartbeat of human being? Normal heartbeat 72 to 75 times per minute. That means 1 minute 72 to 75 times heart will be beating, which is called the heartbeat. Now next, the human heart is myogenic heart. Myogenic heartbeat is initiated by the specialized group of modified heart muscle fibers. Neurogenic heartbeat is initiated by the nerve impulse caused by nerve ganglion, which is present in annelida and most arthropods. Now next, initiation and conduction of heartbeat. Where this heartbeat will be started, how the atria and the ventricles will be contracted and contraction relaxation will be taking place. The human heart is called the myogenic in nature. Contraction is initiated by a specialized portion of the heart muscle which is called SA node, sinoatrial node, which is situated in the wall of the right atrium near the opening of the superior vena cava. Superior vena cava, nearby to that, one strip of muscle is present where the initiation of heartbeat will be started, and that strip of muscle is called the SA node, or it is also called sinoatrial node. SA node full form. SA node is broader at the tip, at the top, and tapering below. It is made up of thin fibers. So I will show here the diagram where we can see this is the SA node. It is present in right atrium. This is the right side, right chamber. This is called right atrium. This is called the left atrium. This is the left ventricle. This is the right ventricle. Now on the right side here, superior vena cava will be opening, here inferior vena cava. So where the superior vena cava is opening, nearby that area a strip of muscle is present which is called the SA node. Now this SA node, upper part is broader and lower part is tapered like cone shaped structure. This is the SA node which is present in the right atrium. Now next part we are going to say SA node acts as the pacemaker of the heart because it is capable of initiating the impulse, generating the contraction, which can stimulate the heart muscles to contract. When it will be showing its actual initiation will be heart will start to contract, which stimulate the heart muscles to contract. The impulse from the SA node spreads as a wave of contraction because just like impulse is nothing but the nerve impulse, just like electric current, it will be passing through contraction as a wave of contraction over the right and left atrial wall, pushing the blood through the atrioventricular valves into the ventricles. The wave of contraction from the SA node reaches to the AV node, or it is also called atrioventricular node, which is stimulated to emit an impulse of contraction spread into the ventricular muscle via atrioventricular bundle and the Purkinje fibers. AV node to the bundle of His, I will be saying bundle of His, and third part is called the Purkinje fibers. Now all these things with the diagram I will show in the class, and I will be discussing also. Now atrioventricular bundle was discovered by His, so it is also called AV node. Atrioventricular bundle is also called bundle of His. Now next we are going pulse. When the heart beats, the blood is forced into the arteries. The expansion of artery every time the blood is forced into it is called the pulse. When the blood is forced to pump by the heart, blood has to discharge. Heart has to discharge the blood through the artery. So artery will be showing expansion, which is called the pulse. Again, when the blood will be passing, after passing, the artery wall will be contracting, which is called the diastole. So both systole and diastole together considered as one pulse. It can be felt by placing the fingertip on the artery near the wrist. So normal pulse rate generally ranges from 7 to 90 per minute. It is more or less equal to that of the heartbeat. Heartbeat I have told that one, the 72 to 75 per minute in normal human being. So what do you mean by pulse? Now when the heart beats, the blood is forced into the arteries. The expansion of the artery every time the blood is forced into it, it is called the pulse. It is felt. Generally, if we go to the doctor will see the pulse by keeping his or her finger on the wrist. So we can on the artery near the wrist. Normal pulse rate generally I do 70 to 90 times. Okay, thank you children.